Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Dubs Boxing. Back with another one. We're gonna talk about some news and notes. Excuse me, up in here. We got a couple of things, a couple of topics I want to get into. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. I want to salute everybody coming through the building. My man JC in the building early. Appreciate you, bro. Salute to you. My man AJ in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you. Appreciate you guys coming through. JC again. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, man, we already know about the fight week, but it's some news that came out I want to touch on. It was a fight early this morning. Let me just recap it real quick. It was a world title fight up in Thailand. CP Fresh Smart, that's what they call him. I know this name right here, but I can't pronounce that. You know what I'm saying? He a long range champion. I think he got like 7 title defenses. He made a defense early this morning. He knocked out D Book, stopped him in 3 rounds. So he's considered the best champion at 105 pounds. Definitely some smoke for him if he want to clean that up because they got 4 champions. The WA just ordered a box off for him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a little tournament. You got what's a man name? Eric Rosa. He's gonna face off against Vic Salador. That's December the 9th. So they consolidate the WA, and then Benavidez he's supposed to face off against Rojas. Then the winners of those 2 fights supposed to meet, and then the winner of that they're gonna fight CP Freshmore. And so I'm thinking in the meantime, he can go for a unification. You know what I'm saying? You got 3 other world champions. You might as well in the meantime. But he had a good performance. And that fight is actually it was actually on YouTube early in the morning, like 2 o'clock in the morning, something crazy. 3 o'clock. So yeah. So that's what I just want to shout him out. A little world title fight. What's up, Bruce Gold? Salute. Salute. He said that's TBE. Nah, that's not TBE lost. This one right here, he's like 22-0. The other TBE, he was like 54 and some shit. Yeah, he lost. He lost the WC title. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's all good. So moving on. So we got this new promotion company, Pro Bellum. Real interesting, man. They just inked the deal. They got Richard Schaefer, who is gonna be like the lead guy. And we all remember him with his work at Golden Boy. Did a good job with them because I thought he was running that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know Oscar was actually running it. I thought he was just a figurehead. So he's back in the game. They got like they're trying to do co-promotion deals with a promoter in Germany, Latvia, I think New Zealand, like a bunch of places. So they're just trying to work with promoters to make big fights, and they're gonna have some streaming services, and it's supposed to be like fighter friendly. So that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? If anybody going to start a promotion company, I would want to have Richard Schaefer. You know what I'm saying? He got connection, he been there. He been a part of a bunch of pay-per-views and stuff like that. So he definitely know what to do. And if it comes to pay-per-view, he definitely know how to deal with that situation. So yeah, they signed a couple of guys, so I want to touch on Stanionis. So Stanionis, undefeated prospect coming up. Well, he's more like a contender now. He's number one in the WBA. He was ordered to face off against Ugas. They got a 4-man box off. So he's supposed to face off against Ugas in the next 4 months or something like that. Um, that's a good fight. He been climbing the rankings. He been real active. He fought a lot. He fought a bunch of times in the past year. He fought a couple times in the pandemic bubble. He fought like twice this year. So he's staying real active. And he get Ugas next. And that's the fight he could win. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on situations and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely that's a good one. And then so he already been working with Richard Schaefer, you know what I'm saying? He was he Richard Schaefer signed him out of the Olympics in 2016, and he already got a nice team with him too. His manager is Shelly Finkel, so he got some guys, some veteran guys in his corner. You know what I'm saying? He used to train with Ronnie Shields and Freddie Roach. He's still working Freddie Roach's gym, but he don't train with him. He's trained with the assistant Marvin Samoda, I believe. So yeah, man, this is a good move. You know what I'm saying? This may help him in negotiations. You know what I'm saying? For real. I know he's been fighting on PBC, but he can probably get a bigger bag with a strong team behind him. So that's what's up. All right. The next fighter, they signed Badu Jack. Now Badu Jack, he's a former world champion, been around for a long time. So he's not with TMT no more, from what I gathered. And he just moved up to cruiserweight. He's like number 5 and number 6 in the WBC and WA, and he's number 12 in the WO. So he been talking about moving up to cruiserweight for a long time, and we'll have to see how that fit on him. You know what I'm saying? We'll have to see, but definitely that's a nice little move. He can make. He probably the biggest name in cruiserweight, real talk. Even though they got some champions and stuff like that, I think he's a big name. So we'll see what comes to that. He's a European fighter. I know he got ties in Dubai and stuff like that, being of the Muslim faith. So we'll see what they gonna do with him. You know what I'm saying? Then they just signed Regis Prograde. This a big move. This probably the best move they did because Regis is a former world champion. He's still hot in these streets. Um, he got the ability. I think he got big fights at 40 and 47. You know what I'm saying? I know he want the Mikey fight, and I think him signing with this group right here, I think it actually get him closer to the Mikey fight because Mikey is he has close ties with Richard Schaefer. Richard Schaefer did a lot of Mikey's fights when he first came out, when he first came back from the long hiatus from Top Rank. Richard Schaefer was there conducting business for Mikey. You know what I'm saying? So if he working with Regis, I mean that makes sense. So I know a lot of people when they see Mikey, he's gonna fight Sandor Martin after being out the ring for so long, and people calling him a Doug and whatnot. When I see stuff like that, I kind of take a step back because you know what I'm saying. These fights can happen. You know what I'm saying? I think these guys really need each other. They don't really got nothing going on for each other. They like in the middle in no man's place, in my opinion. Because Regis, if we want to fight at 140, he haven't made the weight in the last two fights. He been fighting like 143. He missed weight against Heraldez. So I'm like, is he really going to campaign there? And then Mikey, he trying to make 140. His catch weight is 145 next week. So can he really make, you know what I'm saying, 140? And Mikey is not like the best 147 pounder. So we seen the two fights. He got touched up a lot, probably the most he ever in his whole career. So you know what I'm saying. I think these guys, Mikey versus Regis, is a good fight, and I think signing with this actually makes it get them closer to a potential fight down the road. What's up, Haplotype? Salute, salute. So that's a good move, man. I'm looking forward to see what's next. I think you'll probably see Regis back in the ring real soon. You know what I'm saying? Keep the rust off. So that's what's up, man. That's some good stuff. All right. So we're moving on to these Hall of Fame ballots that just came out. Um, I think they got like five of them, five categories, but I'm gonna touch on just two of them. You know what I'm saying? The moderns. Now, so you can pick how to say what it say. You can pick up to five fighters, you know what I'm saying, to get inducted, but only three gonna make it. So I guess the writers and all these guys got this and they gonna decide who gets into the Hall of Fame. So this is I mean, you got some good names on here, you know what I'm saying? I know Roy Jones, I think this is first time on the ballot. So that's he pretty much a shoe in. You still got good names like Joel Casamayor, Diego Corrales, Miguel Cotto. This is second year on the ballot. Chris Eubank be on there for a second. Freitas, you know what I'm saying? Carl Frotz. You got Tim Bradley on there. You got some good names and some great fighters. Mildred Taylor, James Tony. James Tony was snubbed last year, so he should get in this year. You know what I'm saying? I know some people still hold him accountable for testing positive. If that's the case, then Roy Jones shouldn't make it on his first ballot. You know what I'm saying? We want to be fair. But as far as a fighter, those guys are Hall of Famers. I don't care how they cut it. You got Fernando Vargas on there. You got some notable names. Miguel Kessler, Mikkel Kessler. So Chris John, Gennaro Hernandez. So it's a lot, man. You got all these names, and you can pick five, but only three gonna get in. So that's kind of I don't know how that's gonna work. The Texan, what's good, bro? Salute to you. So I don't know, but it's always interesting. The last 2 years the guys haven't got abducted for 2020 and 2021. So I guess for 2022 they're gonna they might all go in together. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Pretty interesting though. Darius Mikushevsky, I remember him. And then for the ladies, so for the ladies you can vote three, but two gonna get in. You know what I'm saying? So this one you might see some. some notable names get in. I've been saying Rocky sitting in the the list for a while. Yeah, yeah, bro. Benny Pass, yeah, Benny Pass, yep, 50 and 10. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. These guys should get in. I think those guys should get in too, but I don't know how that shit work. They only gonna allow three get in after that list. I don't know. But for the ladies, you know what I'm saying? They can get two in. Notable names, Holly Holm. That'd be cool if she get in. Holly Holm's still an active fighter in the UFC. Um, you know what I'm saying? Alicia Ashley. I remember her. She from Jamaica. And Sophie Mathis, she the one that slipped Holly Holm back in the day. That was a crazy KO. Mary Jo Sanders. I remember these ladies, a couple of them. Anna Marie Torres. So we'll see how they do. But it's interesting to me that um, how they pick these fighters and stuff to get inducted and all that stuff like that. But it's cool. They just started the women, so that's what's up, bro. He said, "I bet you they're going to throw in Haddon and Fry. I don't know if they're gonna make it. I don't think they get in over Roy Jones. I think Roy Jones is a lock. I'm gonna go back to that. Let me look at it again. I know Roy Jones is a lock for sure. I think he's a lock. I don't think those two gonna get in over Miguel Cotto, James Tony, maybe Tim Bradley. I don't know. It all depends, man. You right, yo. The way they be picking these it's a bias and shit. You know what I'm saying? They like to pick guys that was their most popular fighters and who they respected in the media. So sometimes they get a vote. But I mean, if I had to pick five, you know, I pick Roy Jones, of course, James Tony, Cotto, Bradley, but he wouldn't get in. I think my first three, I think they'll get in Roy Jones, Tony, and Cotto. That's why I picked to get in. But then the other two, I picked Bradley. And let me see who else, man. This shit is kind of hard though. Shit, I like Joel Casamoa too. He had a good career. That shit kind of hard, man. Damn. But yeah, that's how they do though. So somebody gonna get snubbed, and we gonna, it is what it is. But yeah, so that's what it is. But yeah, man. This fight we about to pop off too. I think I had it. I had the schedule on the fight week. It starts today for Wilder Fury. So you got the what you call it? You got the grand arrivals. I think they might only do two of them. It's gonna start shoot in an hour or so, 5 p.m. on the West Coast. So that's gonna be on the YouTube channels, Top Rank for PBC. Y'all can definitely check that out if y'all interested in that type of stuff. I think it ain't gonna be nothing crazy. The press conference tomorrow, Wilder and Fury, the main event. Again, I think it's just going through the motions type of shit. I don't expect nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? The seventh, you got the press conference for the undercard. So that's pretty interesting to me. That's more interesting to me than the actual main event press conference. Because I feel like Wilder and Fury, they done said everything they had to say, they done did everything they had to do. That shit's kind of boring to me at this point. Just keeping it a buck. I'm more interested to see what the undercard, what they're gonna talk about. You got Berlanga, you know what I'm saying? Get to see him back. J Rock making a ring return after a long layoff and some surgeries and stuff like that. Big Baby Anderson, you got Kornacki and Hellenius, Orlando Gonzalez versus Robeisy Ramirez. So it's a lot of good good stuff on the undercard that more interesting to me than actually the main event. You know what I'm saying? Been there, done that type shit. So that should be straight. And then you got the weigh-ins. The weigh-ins at 2 p.m. on the West Coast, 5 p.m. on the East Coast. So that's uneventful too because it's not open to the public. And I might be in the building though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm driving down on Friday morning, so I might be in the building. So y'all might see me. But yeah, I mean, that really to me that's window dressing too. I don't really care about that shit. I know people worry about weights and all that shit. It don't really matter to me. At the end of the day, we all know these guys got to fight in the heavyweight division. Long as you ain't looking fat and sloppy, I think it's all. I mean, it is what it is. So And then of course you got the fight on fight day, October the 9th. Um, and then they're gonna start showing the early undercard. All the cards gonna be shown though, so across their social media and the ESPN Plus and FS1, FS2. So if you guys, into watching boxing all day, it's definitely gonna be that type of party. It's gonna start 1 o'clock on the West Coast, so what's that 4:45 on the East Coast? So basically all day. So late afternoon, all the way up until the main event. So it's gonna be crazy. So yeah, pretty big fight week. So yeah, man, I got a couple of minutes for some questions and stuff like that, comments. If you guys got anything, feel free. Um, I'm just hyped about this everything in boxing. You know what I'm saying? I don't really when stuff happens in boxing, it affect me too. Like the drug scandals and the cheating and the bad scoring, the judges and shit like that, and the fights we don't get. But I kind of stay optimistic because like we got short term memory as boxing fans. We want to see what's in front of us, and we really look at the schedule coming up. It's crazy. Like actually, you can't really ask for nothing better if you like. If you complain about fights and good fights coming up, then I don't think a lot of people can't complain because October is straight. You know what I'm saying? Last week it was kind of like a bye week, but this week, of course, we got the big fight. Um, we got some good fights on Matchroom, like I talked about yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Liam Smith versus Anthony Fowler. That's a pretty good fight. Ted Cheeseman versus Troy Williamson. Those, that's more so like a hardcore fight fan card, but it's pretty decent fights, and it's kind of warm your appetite for the main event. I mean, for the big fight we got later that night. But yeah, I like it though. November is crazy. Well, let me finish up on October. So also you have a Frank Warren card October the 9th. The 15th, you got Navarrete versus Joet Gonzalez. That's on ESPN Plus. That's gonna be a fun fight. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a good one. Um, the 16th, you got Mikey versus Sandor Martin. So this good to see Mikey back in the ring, but we already know what it is. He fighting a southpaw. So that's why I be saying like when when people was tripping about him ducking Regis and shit like that, I'm like, yo, he fighting a southpaw. Like when you coming back, you ain't like no 9 times out of 10, you ain't trying to fight a southpaw coming back. You fighting a southpaw to gear yourself up for another southpaw, right? That's what I'm thinking. So that's why I be laughing. Sometimes when you be having to drop in certain information, it's kind of funny because you hear people getting all upset and tripping off of something they really don't know. It's crazy. And then that we seeing Regis signing with Probellum, working with Richard Schaefer, it's gonna be an easy transition to make the Mikey fight. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's why I just, I be trying to give some advice and drop some little jewels, but you know what I'm saying? They don't want to listen to L Dub, you know what I'm saying? They'll wait to the end. So that's when I hit them back, like I told y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on that shit. You said, what do you think about the heavyweight card, the heavyweight undercard fights, and the other heavyweight fights in the next months? Who wins? So I like how they do the whole heavyweight card. I like that shit. It's real cool. It give you perspective of the whole division. Of course, I got Wilder by knockout. I think Kanaki is gonna win a decision, but I think he's gonna be a little bit more patient in this fight. He gonna respect Helenius a little more, but I think he wins. Kind of outwork him and grind him out late in the fight. Um, I got Frank Sanchez winning a decision. I think he's gonna outbox Fa, but Fa is dangerous, so I can see Fa winning. I like Big Baby Anderson. He's gonna stop this guy in like 2 or 3 rounds. You got Vic Frost. He's on the undercard, 6'6", 250 pounds, heavyweight from Germany. I think he fight out of Ukraine too. He's facing off against Mike Marshall. So Mike Marshall is from New England area. So up there where you at, Bruce goes. I think he's from Connecticut. Kind of stocky, heavyweight, kind of like remains the Vern type of build, but he got fast hands and he aggressive. So that's a heavyweight fight. I like Frost though. Frost is a tall guy. He can box. You know what I'm saying? Kind of upright in that European style. uh heavyweights fight coming up. So we got White versus Waller. That's a pretty interesting fight. I think Waller has a way to win the fight by all boxing and keeping the distance and keeping the range. But I like Dylan White. I think Dylan White gonna be a little bit too much aggressive for him. They're gonna be strong. He's gonna try to bully him. We seen in the Fury fight when Fury decided to go in the inside and bully Waller. Waller didn't have no answers. But when it stayed at range, he was able to push Fury back and hurt him. He cut him and all that type of shit. He hurt him probably late in that fight too when he had him against the ropes. So, but I'm gonna roll with Dylan White. You know what I'm saying? What else? Heavyweights. I don't know who else got stuff on the schedule right now, but those are the ones that come to mind. So yes, sir. What's up? AOBs in the building. Salute. If the Regis that fought Taylor show up. Oh yeah. I'm with you on that. Trained by Scully. Yeah, he just fought Matt Islambeck. So he just fought a couple weeks ago. He stopped Erica Turpin in the first round. I think he's number 13 in the WBA. I think he's like 14 in the WBC. I don't know if a lot of guys gonna be calling his name. You know what I'm saying? That's a dangerous guy. But he got flaws though. So if you can punch with him, you probably can catch him. What you think? What do you think is going to be the fight of the night? I think F.A. Sanchez. I think Orlando Gonzalez versus Robeisy Ramirez. That might be the fight of the night. Um, it may be J Rock's fight. If J Rock is diminished off of that long layoff and surgery and coming off of COVID, Vlad Hernandez is gonna give him problems. Vlad Hernandez is a southpaw, throw a lot of punches. He can box just a little bit, but he'll jump in and throw a lot of punches. He may have to make J Rock fight. You know what I'm saying? J Rock, he trained with Sugar Hill. He supposed to have the crunk style now, so he want to get KOs. If he bringing that to the table versus this guy, that might be exciting. So we'll see. He said Wallen late is going to be a problem if he's still there. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I thought he tailed off at the end of the fight against Brazil. He dominated though, but I thought he tailed off. I thought he could have picked up the pace and stopped Brazil. But yeah, we'll see. Because Dylan White normally fades down the stretch too. What's up, Michael James 616? Yes, sir. Salute to you, bro. Notable heavyweights that may have fights coming up. Michael Hunter, he may be back in November on the Triller card. What's up, Fissiana? Salute to you. Mike Hunter he might have a fight coming up. Tony Yoka got a fight date December 17th. Who else got some heavyweights? I can't remember. Probably come to me later on. TS Boxing in the building. Salute to you, bro. Mr. Pigeon, what's good? So yeah, man. But it's some good fights coming up. I know November is stacked, yo. Damn, November got a lot of shit popping. Yeah, October too. I'm looking forward to Heron versus Shakur. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a better fight than expected. Um, Let me see. It's something else that was on tip of my tongue too. Oh, October 30th, you got Buteo versus Jamal James. That's a good fight. Then Boots on that undercard, he's gonna face off against Thomas Delorme. That's October the 30th on Showtime. That's a good one. November is crazy. November 5th, you got the unification with the females, Michaela Mayer versus Mave Hamadouche. WBO IBF. That's a good fight, yo. November 5th. That's a good day too. You know what I'm saying? And then the 6th, you got Canelo and Plant, of course. That's gonna be crazy. The next week you got Benavidez. Somebody else fighting on that day too, man. Damn, just got signed too. Oh, Rosado versus Munguia on that same day, November 13th. And then the 20th, you got Bud versus Porter. 27th, you got Figueroa versus Fulton. So yeah, November gonna be sick. Hopefully everything stays as planned, you know what I'm saying? No pullouts and stuff like that. But yeah. He said Ortiz said he want to fight Joe. Yeah, I seen that. No, I don't think it's realistic on that card he talking about. I don't think it is. On Tank's undercard, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to see. I don't think it's realistic for that card. But if he would have said they just gonna fight regular, like not on Tank's card, then I would believe it more. And then they start talking, they start negotiating in public. Now fight started to go sour. Because think about Luis Ortiz's track record. When he's quiet, when the Wilder fight happened, the second fight, everything was quiet. Nobody said nothing. Now all of a sudden the fight got announced during the same fight. It got announced fight week of Spence versus Porter. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was talking about it. But when he talked about fighting Dylan White, that fight never happened. He talked about fighting AJ, shit never happened. Talk about fighting Andy Ruiz, fight don't happen. Now he came out talking about Joe Joyce. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the same trend. Who is Jamal James fighting? Butayev. Yeah, I'm picking Butayev in that fight. I'm picking Butayev to win that 4-man box off too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard it from me first. I got Butayev. The other half is Ugas versus Stanionis, but I'm gonna rock with Butayev. That's a tough fight. It's a 50-50 fight, but I like the style. The style matchup, it fits Butayev. You know what I'm saying? Delorme gotta have one hell of yeah, Delorme they about to turn him into a journeyman. But this one, he about to have some problems with Boots. Yeah, Fulton versus Figueroa. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Too much social. Yeah, yeah. Whenever you see somebody, calling people out or saying he turned down this, look, half of these fighters, they don't even know which fight they even get negotiated for, because they got managers and promoters to do that. All they do is get ready for the fight. So really, when these guys come out saying he turned this down or he turned that down, they don't really know. You know what I'm saying? That shit is clout chasing, bro. Like, trust me. A lot of the times, these guys don't even negotiate deals. They got a whole different agenda. You know what I'm saying? But they're not gonna come out and tell us that shit. They're just gonna say because it sounds good, and I guess that's part of negotiation for them. I fight Luis Ortiz, but Luis Ortiz turned me down. You know what I'm saying? He don't want that smoke. Then all of a sudden, Luis Ortiz said, "Y'all never even offered us nothing." you know. And if it was quiet, if it was a fight you was really negotiating and he turned it down, nobody would even heard nothing about it. You wouldn't even spoke on that shit. So these fighters be capping, but they ain't gonna tell us that like straight out. But yeah, that's what it is, man. If y'all don't have anything else, I'm about to close it down. I appreciate everybody coming through the building. Let me put up my social media shit. Just in case anybody want to hit me up behind the scenes about any questions about a certain fighter, or you need like a fight schedule or something like that. You want to know who fighting this week or whatever, because you can't always trust BoxRec. You know what I'm saying? But keep supporting them though, because I've been going to BoxRec too. But sometimes they'll have a fight on there, and that fight then got canceled, and then sometimes a fight got made and they don't have it on there. So yeah, it's all good though. Keep supporting them. But if you want to know some shit, I got you covered for sure. So you can hit me up on my social media for sure. On Twitter, OverJ on Twitter. You can hit me up on there. I stay on there. And then L Does Boxing on IG, Instagram for sure. Hit me up. And I got them fight links too. You know what I'm saying? If I have a link for you, hey, I got you. I'll send it to you or whatever if you're interested. But you know what I'm saying? It's all good. So yeah, I want to salute everybody coming through the building once again. Appreciate you guys definitely for the comments and hitting the like button and the support. Much love, you know what I'm saying? And y'all have a good one. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to wrap it up. I'm out.